Greetings, math fans. All right, so this is a tutorial using the X method with slide and divide. All right, so basically, let me write this out here. So this is the X method with slide and divide. All right, and of course, this is all for factoring. And there's another video, which is about a 5-minute video, which just talks about the X method, which is more for the freshmen. Okay, for the one level classes. Okay, the 314 or 317. This is where you're going to have a leading coefficient that's basically not equal to 1. Okay, other than 1. So let's actually just start out with that kind of problem. If you, again, just want to do a leading coefficient equal to 1, watch the other video. So let's do this guy right here. Okay, so the first thing is, let's do a nice little friendly problem here. 2x squared plus 15x plus 18. And thank you for all the people who contributed to this to basically teach me the X method. We kind of came to a consensus, and also the slide and divide. So good teamwork. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, it's always difficult to do a leading coefficient other than 1, just because you have to think of more, more multiples of 2, factors of 2 to multiply. It gets complicated. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to slide this over. So we're going to actually multiply this, and what you get is, we're going to change this now just to an x squared plus 15x, and that's going to be 2 times 18, which is plus 36. And now I'm going to factor this. So I'm going to use the X method to factor this. Okay, and so I'm going to put a 36 here, and I'm going to put a 15 here. And I'm going to come up with my factors of 36. And I'm going to start with 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, and 6 and 6. And that's it, right? You can't go any more than that, because of course I'd just be repeating factors just in a different order. Okay, so the deal is pretty easy. Now I just say, well, what adds to give me 15? Adds or subtracts, and since they're both positive, it's pretty easy. So I look, the one that gives me 15 is the 3 and the 12. Okay, so I'm going to write x plus 3 and x plus 12. So we're not done yet, and you got to make sure the kids are not done yet, because it's certainly not the right answer, because that's going to give us an x squared, and we have a 2x squared here. So now we did the slide. Now we actually have to divide. We have to kind of go back, okay, to like our original problem that we have. And so what we're going to do is this 2 that I moved over and multiplied, now I'm going to divide this by 2. Okay, and that gives me x plus 3 halves and x plus 6. Now here's the deal, right? You can't have that 3 halves there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this over and put that in front there. So I have 2x plus 3 and then x plus 6. Okay, and that's my answer, which is actually pretty slick. So again, there are a couple of steps here, but I would say the hardest step, where they have to do the most computation, is really finding these factors. All right. Otherwise, it's just kind of you manipulate, just move things around. It's really pretty easy. The only issue we have here, like this guy right here, came out to be, of course, a nice whole number, x plus 6, and this is the only one we had to slide over. The only thing is, if this is not if this is a fraction, you got to slide that over, but you have to reduce the fraction. So if the fraction actually came out to be, let's say 6/4, you have to reduce it to 3 halves. Okay, that's actually really important, because if you don't reduce it, you're going to get the wrong answer. Okay, so this has to be reduced. So let me show you real quickly on the graphing calculator. Actually, not on the graphing, on just a TI 30X2, how to reduce. Okay, so I don't have an emulator here, but I do have a picture of the calculator. So I'm just going to write down the steps in order to reduce on one of these calculators. Okay, so basically, let's just say I want to do 6/4 to reduce that. I type in 6, and I hit this button right here, the A 6ABC, so 6ABC button, and 4. And I just hit equals then, okay? So 6ABC 4 equals. So I actually have a calculator with me, though I can't show it to you, but I'm going to just do it. 6ABC 4 equals, and it comes back with 1.5. Okay, which is not really, doesn't help us because we need it as an improper fraction, not a mixed number. So, but then you just literally just push that, or you actually hit second ABC. So I'm going to do that second ABC and hit enter or equals, and you will get 3/2. Okay, and that'll reduce it for you. So that's the best way to go about doing that. All right. Okay, so let's do another problem. Now, I'm not going to show this to you again. You just know how to do this. But let me show you a couple more problems with slide and divide. Okay, so let's do 4x squared plus 16x plus 15. And again, you're always doing greatest common factor first. It's always very important, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that over. So I get x squared plus 16x plus 60. Okay, do the x method, so we're going to put a 60 up here, 16 here, get my multiples of 60, so our factors of 60, so 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and 15, 5 and 12, 6 and 10, and that's it. Okay, so and again, you know, however you want them to do the multiples. I tell my kids start dividing by numbers and to get your factors of 60, but hopefully they know their multiplication. Okay, so then of course what gives me 16? I kind of look at my different combinations. Oh, okay, 6 and 10. All right, that's cool. So we're going to do x plus 6 and x plus 10. All right, and of course then I need to divide by 4 because that's the number I slid over in the first place. So I'm going to divide that by 4. All right, and then you have to reduce it. Really, really important. So of course, I'm just going to reduce it here. So x plus 3/2 and x plus 5/2. Okay, and then you slide it over like that. So you wind up getting 2x plus 3 and 2x plus 5. Not bad. Okay, let's do one more here. With we'll have some couple of negatives in here too. Okay, so I have 8x squared minus 2x minus 3. So slide that over. So I get x squared minus 2x minus 24. Got the x method, so this is going to be negative 24 and negative 2. So multiples or factors of 24 is 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, and that's it. Okay, so then you're looking for combinations to give you that negative 2. In this case, you see a negative there, so we have to, we're going to subtract something. And of course, I look at it and I see, 6 minus 4 is 2, but 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So of course, this is going to be the 4 and then negative 6. So I'm going to have x plus 4 and x minus 6. And then I'm going to divide that by 8, right? Each of these by 8. Okay, and then, so I want to simplify that or reduce it. So x plus 1/2 and x minus 3/4. Okay, then slide it over. Slide that over and slide that over. So we get 2x plus 1 and we get 4x minus 3. Okay, and that's your answer. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, it works really well. It's definitely a tool for kids who don't really know how to factor and can't get the concept. Kids that can't understand it, it's nice to show them really what factoring is all about. But this also works and hopefully helps them with the SAT or other tests. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day. Adios. Goodbye.